Hi, I'm Susan, and today I'm going to show you how to make an obelisk trellis out of limbs and sticks like these. You can use these to support really tall sunflowers, morning glory vines, all kinds of gourds, loofah gourds, and they're rustic, they're pretty, and they use up things that might be cluttering up your yard anyway. So they're kind of handy. First thing you're going to want to do is find 4 pretty large, long, these are actually long branches from a big tree that fell down. I'm going to try and get 4 of them and cut them down to about the same length. So here are my 4 main posts. I also have 4 cinder blocks gathered here. So as you can see, I've got my 4 main posts positioned, but they're not attached yet. To make this process a little easier, mark where these different sticks touch one another. So I will drill a hole here. Here's my other mark here. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could drill all the way through and all the way through on here and use wire to attach these. Maybe a little bit nicer looking solution will be using dowel rods. These are both pretty substantial, so I think I'm going to try and use the biggest one, which is a 5/16. I won't drill all the way through. I will make a little section of dowel rod and glue it in, and then I will make a hole in the other one and see if I can't fit them together that way, because I just think it might look a little nicer. So as you can see, we've got our first 2 legs of our obelisk attached at the top. And I did tie a little bit of wire around the top just to secure it while the glue dries. And then we will add the other posts to this and attach them either with wire or with the dowel rod. You have to sort of be flexible because these materials vary. Some may be dry wood, some may be green wood, and they all just behave a little bit differently. So we have our 4 posts for our obelisk trellis in place. Then I think I'm going to go around the top while the glue is wet still with this twine and just kind of help reinforce the whole thing. So now that we have these 4 main posts put together, it is time for our cross pieces. I'm going to put a little hole through here, all the way through on each side, and use wire to hold it in place. And I'm going to add some more down here, maybe one more set at the bottom. So I have 4 branches about the same length. I've stripped the little side limbs off of them. These are going to fit right around here, all the way around. I'm going to mark where they belong on the obelisk. I'm going to drill holes through the supports where I have marked where those holes go. And I'm going to use wire and just wire everything together. For these bottom cross supports, I'm going to show you a different method for attaching these. I've made my mark with my Sharpie. This is where I want this one to be. Because this is such a thick support, I may or may not successfully be able to drill all the way through. Since I don't have a huge drill bit, I'm instead just going to use a little peg to stick this one on. So I am going to drill all the way through this one. I'm going to drill part of the way through this one. Now you can either use a really thin dowel rod, as long as they're not really brittle and fairly straight, A twig can work just as well as a dowel rod if you don't want to spend money on that. Yeah, this one fits more snugly. And just gently tap this, get it started through. I'm going to line this up with this side and just tap that in. Yeah, that's pretty snug. I'm trying to pull it back off and I can't, so that's a good sign. Obviously this other side hasn't been done yet, but this is in good shape. And then once I add a little bit of glue and a little bit of twine, this will be secure. So this is another method you can use besides just drilling and wiring. A peg connecting this is going to give you a much more natural, rustic look. I've just added the last row of side supports on my obelisk trellis. I am going to add a little bit of wood glue around these joints and also finish these off with some twine like I have everywhere else. And then the basic obelisk will be finished.